Hey everybody, welcome back to another week of Lord Z's Fantastical Dungeon, episode 20. It has been 5 months of this, give or take a week or two. I think we had to call it off once or twice, but we're here, episode 20, and we're going to kick some things off with introductions. So we'll go ahead and start with you, Mike.
Hi everybody, I'm Mike. I'm playing Godric. I am I'm going to double check this. Goliath, yeah, Goliath cleric. Um, I am shooting to vanquish some evils of the world and keep my party alive. That sums me up.
All right, Miss Holly, you're up.
Hi, I'm Pam Holly, or my recent new name, Miss Holly, as the group calls me. I am a half-elf sorcerer, and excited to see what happens today. I don't know where we went, what's gonna happen. And last session was definitely interesting, and I'm glad we all survived and made it. That's the least thing I can say. So we'll see what happens today.
We will see indeed. Eric, looks like you're next on my list.
Hi, I'm Eric. I'm playing Willie the Barbarian. I'm looking forward to Barbarian and stuff this week. Smash, grab, eat, plunder, We do it all here.
All right. Fitz, you are up next.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I am playing the Azamar Paladin. Just trying to find my way home and hoping that each jump is my last one.
Love
I
the
like that reference, bro.
Love it. And last but not least is Yindris.
I'm Max. I play Yindra's Nightclaw, Dragonborn fighter, here to vanquish the evil that killed my family.
Right on, right on. Love to see that new mic still working. All right, so we left off last week. You guys had been fighting in the tunnels to try and get to the crystal. You were able to get through the phantasmal wall to the crystal. The necromancers doing their ritualistic hoodoo. Two of them dipped off, one of them got killed, and then the fourth one was banished. And then these black tentacle things started popping out of the ceiling and the floor, and y'all got grabbed up. And last you recall, you were being dragged through tunnels by the tentacles. With that, we come to this week. You all awaken inside what resembles a prison cell. The first thing you all notice is all of your equipment is gone. You are left with clothing, like your underclothing, what you would be wearing if you took your armor and equipment off. And that is it. I know these cells look really nice on the map. They are not as nice as they actually look. There aren't dressers and bare rugs. There's an old decrepit bed in each room and a bucket. And that is it.
Is it a nice bucket?
There are, how do I put this nicely, brown stains on the bucket.
That's it. I'm leaving a poor Yelp review.
This is fun.
And then the big thing to note is as you start to gather yourselves and look around a little bit further, you can see through the doors. The doors are your standard metal barred prison gates, but you can see in the center of the what would be communal area a beholder, just kind of floating there, occasionally turning a little bit and looking around.
I am going to start summoning my mount as discreetly as possible.
Do you have a slot left for that? can you do that as a ritual?
That's a good question.
Where is it?
I'm gonna look around and I'm just gonna be like, this is not good.
Where is your steed spell? I don't see it on here.
I don't either. Where did it go?
What steed spell we've ever seen?
I don't know. I didn't mess with that.
Huh. Well, I guess I won't be doing anything like that.
You wouldn't have been able to anyways. It's not a ritual spell.
It's probably just listed under your abilities.
Okay. Well, while he's fiddling around in his memory, I'm gonna step up near the door gate. Does it seem like it's gives me tinglies when I stand next to it, like the prison wall? Is it pretty plain? Are we?
It's, as far as you can tell, it's a standard prison grate door.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention. We are going to roll short rest rolls. So if you have hit dice that you want to cash in, if you're missing any health, go ahead and do that while we're, getting our bearings and whatnot. Being dragged through a tunnel and bashed around against the walls and then just kind of stripped down and hucked into a prison cell, not good enough to get you a long rest, but it will apply as a short rest.
I'm taking 3 of mine. That's all I needed.
But yeah, as
How do I do recovery again?
you go to your main tab,
Uh-huh.
and then down at the bottom, you'll see your hit dice. So yours will be a black die that has a 9 on it. You just double click that 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Remember that you get
I used all
4.
4 of mine.
Yeah, you get 4 back per
Long
rest.
rest. Yeah. So if you
Right.
if you only
I
use
thought you
4,
get 2 back.
No, you get 4.
Got it.
But if you have more than 4 as an option, you can use them, but you're not going to get them back.
Yeah.
You're only going to get back the 4.
So you have 9 hit dice. If you roll 8 of those, you'll heal 8 dice's worth. On your next long rest, you'll get 4 of them back, and on the long rest after that, you'll get the next 4 back. Is how that'll work.
I used 3.
Okay.
Your interest, it says you're using them, but you're not wounded.
I think
What is that?
heavily
What?
damaged.
It went up. I mean, I was yellow, now I'm green.
I'm very confused.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused by why your interest says that too.
It looks like it just wasn't healing her. Hold on.
I mean, I used it 3 times.
What?
I don't know if that's enough to be completely healed.
Oh no, Miss Holly, yours looks like yours came through just fine. But the part that's
Okay.
confusing me is your interest did all this rolling, but
Yeah, it didn't
Yeah, it's still
heal her at
yellow.
all.
I mean, orange.
yeah,
I'll add it up and do it manually here. It's
okay.
17.
Yeah, that's I just something I noticed and wanted to make sure that gets
29,
properly done.
31. So there you go. That's where you're at, Yendris.
Feel cool.
Okay. Well, hell, let's start with a simple. Hello, who's around?
There's no response other than the beholder kind of shifting his gaze to you.
Okay.
I can't help but notice that Bishop is here as well. Are we able to
Well,
convey it
we
to?
can't.
Are we able to communicate?
So you can't see him, Pam.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
So-
can see him on the map, but
okay.
if you look at where your character is in comparison to where Bishop is, yeah. You could
I
probably
was
see
pretending that maybe I'm.
Yeah, you
Bear.
could see straight across
Yeah.
to see a dwarf passed out on the bed over there, but that's all you can see.
Oh, okay.
It's a beholder in my way from seeing over to Fitz.
No, you can see around him. He's
Okay.
not super huge. So.
Okay. So from my point of view, I should be able to see at least a glimpse of Fitz. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fitz, is that you over there, bud?
I think so. Oh, who brought the dwarven ale?
Probably Willie.
Oh, that's it. I'm sticking to the elven crap.
It's not the sacred wine from home, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Oh, where the hell are we? Did we win?
Last thing I remember was those damn tentacles coming out of the walls, and I'm a little lighter for some reason.
Yeah.
My armor's missing. What the hell?
Yeah, I'm missing everything but my tidy whities.
Oh my God.
Is
this inventory correct? I have my mace.
No. So
Okay, well you have it marked on there, so that's why I'm asking.
the way I did it is I left everything on your inventory and I put some new stuff on there that'll come on later as part of the story. As of right now, the only thing you guys have on you is basic clothing.
Okay, well you forgot to unequip my mason. That's why I was asking. It's because it's
didn't-
currently equipped.
I didn't forget, but it'll come to play
Oh,
here eventually.
okay. Okay.
I did it on
Yes. Okay.
But yes, all you have is like your commoner's clothing, or in
That's
Fitz's
it.
case, a banana hammock. Apparently,
That seems
Okay.
appropriate.
Okay. So be it. All right. Well, either way, yeah. So we'll jump back to that conversation then. And yeah, a little lighter, and that's about all I remember is being drugged by those damn tentacles and waking up here and giant eyeball staring at me here in the middle of the freaking room.
Well,
Yeah, I'm talking to you, you big bastard.
At least this one's alive. Last ones looked like they died in a latrine and got drugged back to work.
Right.
Is everybody else here? Everybody okay?
Well,
Willie, Yendris?
I'm alive. Not happy, but I'm alive. Willie says.
Alright.
I hear Willie.
Yendris?
I heard Miss Holly.
I'm sick and tired of being captured, guys. Gotta be completely honest with you. It's happened twice now.
So, yeah. I think this is the first time for me.
Yeah, me too.
I don't like being trapped.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Willie? Is this your first time waking up in a strange dungeon?
Oh, you know what I always say? If you're waking up in a strange dungeon, you know it's a Tuesday.
How did I know that was coming? Jesus. All right.
It's not
Taylor
a
bless you, Willie.
Tuesday.
Oh. Alright, well, I don't know why we're here. I'm assuming nobody else does. And we got a giant beholder staring
Do
at
I
us.
do I see? Is there this switch in front of me on the floor here?
A switch.
Switch. It looks like.
Oh,
That's your toilet.
are you talking about
Is that just part of the floor design? Okay.
that right there? Yeah, that's part of the floor
Yeah.
design.
Okay. Okay. I got it. It kind of looks like a lever. It's.
Yeah,
Are we sure it's not a lever? Double check. I want an investigation roll on that.
You know what
please.
it was? I was so inspired by your mace resembling a dick drawing on the last map. I just made sure there were phallus-shaped instruments designed into every map from now on.
That's fair. Well, it caught my eye, so.
that's great.
I'm not sure which concerns me more, the amount of phallic items or how many of them are catching Willie's eye.
It's not the
Fair,
only
Willie.
catch.
Willie, good.
Yeah.
But
you
no,
know what?
it's part of the
You're
mace.
just as right. Willie likes the willies. I never thought about it that way.
You thought that
Okay.
was my name? No. No.
That's just what you're into. Willies.
It's the old adage, you are what you eat.
Oh, that's great. Okay,
So a little bit of time goes on, and you all kind of gather amongst yourselves. And after a while, you can hear some footsteps coming down the hall. And when the door opens, a little bit of the hall would be revealed. Holly, Willie, and Yindris, you would see a portion of that map that I just revealed. Yindris, you would be able to see pretty much all of it from your cage. What you see isn't so much relevant right now. But into the door walks a few things. The first is a Wanti, which is one of these guys.
half tentacle, half human.
The next two that come in,
It's like Mind Flayer got busy with a human.
Robot.
the next two creatures that walk in are some demented looking centaur looking guys. And then the third thing that walks in is an ogre.
Willie had a fun night at the centaur party, didn't he?
There's also a Cambion that walks in, so a devil, quite simply.
Oh, okay.
And I press the button. Hold on.
I say he still kind of resembles Willie, though. I'm just going to say, put that out there.
And I didn't make it.
I thought it was my cousin at first. I said, "Oh wait, I know these guys," but no, that was not the case.
Dude, if they're your friends, tell them we're cool.
Right?
Yeah.
I was wondering if maybe it was one of his offsprings. You know,
Well, let's
one of
just
your
hope he's
wild
not-
Tuesday parties.
Hope he's not an absentee dad that they're going to take all that frustration out on his friends for.
Right?
They're just like, now that you're here, we need to ask you about that back child support. I'm like, oh god, guys, I'm so sorry for all of this.
Put that down just in case I do that again. Sorry about that.
You know, Willie, I just want to say thank you for the amount of sexual deviancy you bring to the party. It really raises our overall level a great deal.
You know, I just like to let your guys' light shine a little brighter.
And a little redder.
Always appreciated. So they walk in. This Wanti pitmaster with the tentacle arms comes in first. The rest follow suit, and he walks around the room, looking in each of your spell cells respectively as he does so. When he gets in front of Godric's cell, this one. And when he gets in front of Holly's cell, again, this one. This one, pointing at Yindris, walks past Willie's cell and past Fitz's cell and gets in front of that dwarf's cell and this one as well. And then he turns and exits the chamber. No sooner that he exits the chamber, these behemoths all pick a door. And they all click. And when they click, they crack open. You all have a choice to make right now if you want to resist or let them grab and walk you.
Well,
No, I want to punch him in the face.
yeah, I don't know about y'all, but I'm obviously gonna resist.
Okay. So, if you're going to resist, Holly and Yindris are so far. What about you, Godric?
I am holding that call to see how well Yndris and Holly do.
Is it worth getting into a fight?
Well, I'm more concerned about making sure that they're going to be able to survive it.
Gotcha.
Well, for my part, if I hear them start to fight, I'm immediately going to try to pry my door open.
Is it a door or like a force field?
It's like a prison cage door. It's made of metal.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, Fluffy Butt really needs to be here for that, dude.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Holly, you said you're going to take a swing. Right?
No, I'm gonna give them a swing. I'm not taking a swing.
No,
Giving them a
you're
swing.
going to take a swing at him.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yindris, what are you doing?
She's like, no, I'm whooping his ass.
I
That's what's
kind of
going
want
on.
to I want to kind of crouch down a little bit, like hunker down, like I'm about to charge and smash him straight in the stomach with my shoulder,
Okay.
like a barrel
So,
jolt. I don't know what you would call that.
like a shoulder charge?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody who's played D&D longer than me. It's going to be an unarmed strike for both of you, which is rolling a d20 and adding your strength modifier to it, correct?
Well, unless you're proficient in unarmed combat.
I don't believe either of them are.
Right.
That makes sense.
I know you're not, Holly. Yendris, you're not.
Hey,
You're a sorcerer. You're not proficient in it. I just know
I
that.
can try.
Yeah.
Yindris is not as well.
So a D20 and strength.
Yeah, so just roll
Yeah.
strength check, and then add your proficiency bonus.
Oh, I'm sorry, I did it.
Oh, it's all right.
Oh.
We'll do the math manually. So 13. 13 and 10, and then we're going to add your proficiency bonuses to those, which is 4 for each of you. So a 17 for Yindris and a 14 for Miss Holly.
Oh, this is interesting. Apparently it's saying that everybody is proficient with unarmed strength.
Oh, it's a change in 5th edition.
So it'd
Okay.
be
So that-
D20 plus strength plus proficiency bonus.
And I just added their I've got Google open
Yeah.
as we're doing this, so that's exactly what I read.
Yeah. Yeah, it used to be you had to be proficient in it, but I think they changed that in 5th edition because they decided that everybody should be able to make an unarmed attack.
Yeah. I think they changed
It's
how
just-
the damage plays out, because if you hit,
Right,
you do 1 point
exactly.
of damage plus your strength modifier.
Right.
So, Miss Holly, you run up to punch this thing, and your fist just kind of like connects and has 0 effect on this thing whatsoever. Yindris, I gotta click a different button. Do your shoulder charge, up to the ogre. And your shoulder connects to it clean. And it kind of like grunts as it connects. Sorry, I'm doing like 3 things at once here right now. And doesn't do a whole lot, but you can tell he definitely felt it a little bit. And
Pretty sure those demon tars need magical attacks to hurt them.
it is quite possible. With that, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Of course.
One second. Okay. There is initiative. So we are top of the order with Miss Holly. You already used your action to throw the punch. So you have movement and a bonus action right now.
Kind of move backwards.
You'll take an attack of opportunity potentially, but yes.
Could I argue that was a surprise round?
We're in the surprise round right now. They already took their actions.
All right, fine. I just want to argue then.
No, it's a good argument, and that is what's happening. We're just their actions for the surprise round have already been taken.
No, that makes perfect sense. I see what you're doing.
You know what? I'm not gonna do anything.
Just stand there. Okay. The Cambion is going to walk in, pick up the still sleeping dwarf, and throw him over its shoulder and start walking back. The beholder is going to turn and face like that. Bishop is... You guys don't know what the bishop is up to in there. And Fitz, your turn.
Okay. So just so I understand how does this look like a very well built cell? Like I'm just going to hurt myself trying to break out of it?
It is a... Well, give me an insight check before we go too deep down that.
Okay. Well, fudge.
This is a pretty well constructed prison. It's a little worn, but you can tell that it's fairly new to that effect. And these gates are built to keep people in.
All right. I am going to, and I'm not sure if how this would work or if it would, but I am going to mock and insult the beholder to try to persuade him to start shooting beams at me that will hopefully damage the bars. Would persuasion or possibly intimidation?
I'd say intimidation.
Okay.
Okay.
Just gonna yell out random things like "you're ugly," I slept with your mom last night. She was still better than your dad. Just whatever might insult a beholder. Your eyes are cloudy, dull, and lifeless.
Okay.
I've seen better eyes on a rat.
You call those eye stalks. They look more like bean stalks.
You shout out your insults, and one of the eye stalks kind of flips over to you for a second, and then averts right back to where it was.
I also tell the ogre he looks tubby, and that's all I'm going to do.
All right. Armanite 1 is going to attempt to grapple you, Godric. Are you going to resist, or are you going to go with it?
I'm going to resist.
Okay. So that'll be a athletics saving. So an athletics check for you.
Okay. He gets to roll first. He's the
Yep.
one doing the grappling.
I'm doing it. Just
Okay.
double checking I'm doing the right one. You have to beat a 23.
26.
Oh,
So he reaches down to
Nat
grab.
20, by the way. Nat 20, by the way.
Very nice. So he reaches down to grab you, and you bolster your arms out and kind of push his hands away. And
Don't put your hands on me.
no touchy. Armanite 2 is going to attempt to grapple you, Miss Holly. Are you going to resist, or are you going to go with it?
don't fucking touch me.
Okay, give me an athletics check. You have to beat a 14.
I'll see. God. You know.
Oof.
So you are grappled. My effects.
Great.
There we go. And once he has you grappled, he is going to start walking with you. Let's see, he gets 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 60. He's got you out the door and down the hall like that.
Where are you taking me? Can't see anything.
Does he throw her over his shoulder? Does he make her ride him like some sort of horse?
She has such a petite figure, he literally just like and goes walking.
Okay.
And with that, the dwarf is still passed out. Willie.
I'm gonna try to lift my door. I guess I'm gonna try to just use my brute strength to.
Okay. Give me
Wait a minute. Some quick information that we should have got when our doors opened. How did our doors open?
Sorry.
You said they clicked and they opened. Did they slide up, sideways, down?
You're right. I apologize for that. They open inward.
Inward.
Oh, well then that makes more sense.
Like in towards the center of the room. Sorry. So outwards for you.
Oh,
Okay.
well, okay. I'm going to attempt to bust out of the door.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Come on, baby.
And what is your strength modifier?
3. That was with my strength modifier. That was my athletic strength.
Yeah, I know. You bang into this door, and the metal kind of moans slightly, but the door seems otherwise unaffected.
That's it. No, my action. I don't. Instead, I'm just going to yell. I'm like, come back here, you cowards. I'll eat you. I'll eat your face. I'll eat your eye stalks off.
All right.
He will. I've seen him do it.
Next up is the ogre, who is going to try to grapple Yindris. Are you resisting? Came in low there.
Yeah, I'm gonna resist.
You don't even need to roll because he rolled a nat 1. So you are able to
Ha!
avoid his big meaty sausage fingers as he reaches down to try to grab you.
Get wrecked.
Next up is Godric.
All right. After seeing the first Armonite take Miss Holly away, I'll look at the one in front of me and say, "You move, and I'll go. But you can keep your hands off of me."
He just kind of lowers his dead talon towards you a little bit and lets out a roar. Like a growling roar, like what you would, almost like a wolf snarl is the best way I could describe it.
Okay. And I'll grin. And what do you want to do, big boy?
He's still got his hands like ready, like he's.
Okay. I think that's enough of the conversation in this. Then, in that case, I happen to have a spell slot available, second level. And spiritual weapon is a verbal somatic, which means I don't need anything to cast it other than to wave my hands and speak.
Okay.
So I am going to cast my spiritual weapon right next to him. Right there.
All right.
I gave you a chance there, but you didn't want to take it. Five points of damage. Oh,
Yeah, your
no.
spiritual hammer. You didn't roll
I,
the hit on that.
yeah, no, I didn't roll a hit on that. I know, I hit the wrong button.
All right. You
Okay,
got it.
21 to hit.
Yeah, your hammer swings and hits and kind of gets him in the side of the knee, and he buckles for a brief moment, and then lets out one of those snarling roars again at you.
All right, well, I'm going to hold my ground and say, I told you so. All you had to do is move. And that'll end my turn.
All right, Yindris.
I'm gonna stand up a little bit. I'm gonna just put my fists up in the air, like I'm in an MMA fighting stance, getting ready for my next move for the next turn.
Okay. We are back up top with Miss Holly. You are grappled currently. It is an athletics check if you want to try and break free.
Yes.
Go ahead and make that. $16 is not going to do it. You are still grappled up. Anything else for your turn?
Not like I can do anything, so no.
Can I interject for a second there,
Yeah.
Miss Holly?
Taken out of character moment.
Yeah, take an out of character moment. If you're a caster and you have any touch spells like shocking grasp or something like that, you can still use those.
I
But
would
if you're
argue.
grappled, isn't that an automatic success?
I would argue that if the spell requires somatic components, you won't be able to cast it because he's got you grabbed completely around the torso, arms included. So if you
Okay.
have one that's verbal components only, I would say that's good. don't know if you guys.
Most
Yeah,
of
no.
it's going to be somatic because she's got to use her hands.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look real quick. Verbal somatic. Pretty sure they're all going to be verbal somatic. The one you have that isn't both verbal and somatic requires somatic components. So you won't be able to cast a spell. All right.
I got a. Okay, so here's a mechanics question.
Okay.
If you're grappled, obviously you have to fight to become ungrappled. But is it would it take the full amount of whatever the difficulty is to just free your arms and hands, not your whole entire body?
Well,
Like if
so
it,
when you're
like if it,
grappled, you can still do attacks. You just can't move.
right, but he's saying that
Under
he's got her
normal
wrapped.
circumstances. In this circumstance, he's got
Right,
her completely wrapped around.
right. Could she at a lower difficulty level manage to free just her hands instead of
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, like slip an arm up out of the grasp or something. Yeah, you could.
right.
We could figure something out for that next
Okay,
round.
well, yeah,
Sure.
because I'm just trying to help her get some kind of options,
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would definitely, if there's a chance that you can get your hands free so that you can cast something, ooh, there's your shot right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, Cambion is on the move with the dwarf. Still snoring. The beholder is going to rotate his gaze 90 degrees to the right, moving
Of course
that
he
to the
is.
anti-magic cone, which I'm pretty sure is going to get rid of your spiritual weapon.
Oh. Let's check the description on that. Creates a floating spectral weapon within range. It lasts for the duration or until they cast a spell again.
When all else fails, Google.
Well, it is certainly entirely magic.
Yeah. It's a spectral weapon, so it's definitely a entirely magical weapon. You are right.
There's an article on it. Give me 1 second.
Hey, glad you found it. No, not really, but
Okay, so as the name implies, the anti-magic cone is an actual cone-shaped AoE effect fired off every 3 seconds. Its duration is 3 seconds as well.
It's irrelevant to whether or not the cleric is in the cone. The spiritual weapon would vanish.
if I'm in the cone.
It's irrelevant whether or not you're in the cone because it's not a concentration spell.
Okay,
All
I
that
didn't hear the
matters-
irrelevant part. Okay.
All that matters is whether or not the weapon itself is in the cone.
I'm sure it is.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You want me to draw the cone just so you can see?
For the viewers and anybody curious, yeah. I'll take your word for it because I can picture a 15-foot cone in my mind on the map, but
It's a lot bigger.
that is not 15 foot.
It's 150.
Whoo! Okay.
Beholder's anti-magic cone. The beholder's central eye creates an area of anti-magic, as in the anti-magic field spell, in a 150-foot cone. So it is 60 from where he is to the outermost wall of your prison cell.
Gotcha. Okay, well, there goes my spiritual weapon then.
Take care of
Oh,
that.
I got it.
That is his turn. Fitz.
Hmm.
He ain't watching nobody now, except for me.
Will, what would I roll to try to break open my spell?
Strength check and add your proficiency bonus to it because we'll count them as unarmed attacks.
Um,
Or sorry,
so
athletics check. Willie, what did I have you roll? Straight strength or athletics?
Athletics.
Okay, so roll athletics and then add 4 to it because everybody's proficiency should be 4.
oh, that was almost a 19. Okay, so 14.
And then what's your strength modifier?
+1.
+1. Okay. All right. You shoulder into the door and you knock some of the rust and debris off of it, but the door doesn't give.
Alright. I see how we're going to play this.
Anything else for your turn?
No.
All right. Armonite 1's going to try to grab you again, Godric.
Yeah, sure. Bring it on, big boy.
24 to beat.
Okay. And that's athletics, was it?
Yep.
Yeah. 17.
17. So you are grappled, my friend.
Yeah.
And as soon as you are grappled, he turns and gets out into the hallway with you. There we go. All right, 2. Gonna move a little bit further. Oh, I gotta open up the map more. So moves down the hall, and as he does so, you are able to see a little bit into this room, Miss Holly. And he immediately hangs a right, goes down the stairs with you, and that's that. Next up, the dwarf is still asleep. Willie.
Alright, I'm going to move back. I'm going to use my charger feature that I linked in the chat right there to move up and basically charge the door. Tried to get a +5 to do something good, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, it'll add 5 to any damage you do, assuming you hit. So go ahead and roll your athletics check, adding your proficiency bonus to it.
That's sad for athletics. So it's 11, 15.
Okay, and your strength modifier is 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The door groans again, but doesn't seem to give at all.
Little damage on the beholder. That's Willie's disappointed, but it's understandable. That's it.
Alright. Next up is the ogre, who's going to try to grab hold you, Yindris. Go ahead and give me an athletics check. Score to beat is a 15.
Yeah, hold on a second. I got it.
Yes.
Nice.
17. You are not grappled. Godric, your turn.
Godric. All right. Godric's gonna mumble. There's no. Oh, I had the words a second ago. Man. There's no honor in this, you big bastard. Let me down. I'm gonna try and get out. Athletics check.
Yep.
Athletics. There you are. Okay. My turn to go first. Yeah.
Surprisingly enough, though, you're able to wiggle just enough, and he drops you.
Yeah, I just got lucky. Okay.
You got very lucky. You beat it by 1.
Whoo-hoo. You know what? I am going to since I'm free, I'm going to take the attack of opportunity and I'm going to move.
Okay.
Can I squeeze between the Cambion through that doorway? Or is
Yeah,
he blocking the doorway
she's
enough?
off to the side. You'd be able to get through there.
Okay, so another 10 foot in there then.
Okay.
Right next to him.
Yep. As you're running away, he knocks out with a hoof, which hits you. And you failed. So you actually went prone right there.
Oof.
And it's half your movement if you want to get up and keep going. Oh, sorry, not right there. You would have been right there. So that's 10
Okay.
feet of movement. You went prone. So you could get up and move another 5 feet this round.
I'm on it. Take that 5 foot.
All right, and I'll take
You
that.
better believe I'm taking every option I got to get away.
All right. You didn't get as far as you wanted. Damn horses and their hooves, but
All right.
anything else?
He's going to have to work if he wants to take me. I told you I'd go, but you ain't dragging me. That's what I got to say, and then I'll end my turn.
All right. Yindris, you are up.
So I'm gonna punch this freaking ogre square in the face.
Okay. Strength check and add 4 to it.
Nice.
That'll hit. What is your strength modifier? I think it was 2.
Yes.
Yep, 2. Okay. So you punch the ogre in the face. It kind of like a fly flew into his face, and then hunkers down and growled at you in response.
Oh, did I piss Big Baby off? For you.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
Just gonna get prepped to do another punch in the face for the next turn.
All right.
If I get to that.
We are up top with Miss Holly. Miss Holly, you are elsewhere. We will get to that in a moment. But you are no longer grappled. You are constrained in another cage in a different part of the building. Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to do in said cage?
I can't see the cage in order for me to know what I want to do.
I know. I don't have a map for it. Use your imagination.
What does the cage look like?
So you got
Do I see it?
the side you got put in through is like a triple wide metal grate door. On the other side of it is the same thing, like a triple wide metal grated door, and just beyond that, maybe like 5-6 feet past that second wall, opposite the side you got put in, is a large wooden door. Looks like it would be like the entry to a keep, if that makes sense. It's like 8-10 feet tall, maybe 15-20 feet wide. You look around the cage and the ground is covered in sand. There is some equipment laying around, leather armor to be specific. And
Okay, can I use my firebolt to try to hit that door that I see?
the wooden one?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll the attack. Just drop it straight in the chat box. 14. Okay. Go ahead and roll the damage. Okay. So you let off a firebolt at that door, and it slams into it, leaves a big scorch mark on it. Otherwise, it's unaffected by it.
Okay. I'm gonna walk to a little corner that I can kind of be safe, where I can see all my surroundings and just sit there and stare.
Okay. The Cambion is up. She is going to step through the doorway, hauling the dwarf over one shoulder, and she sees Godric like scuffling off the ground and taking that step towards her, and puts out a hand to stop him mid stride, and tries to push him backwards. So go ahead and we'll just treat it like a shove, just like we have been for a grapple. Give me an athletics check; it'll be contested.
Right.
And you've got a 19 to beat.
14. Damn.
14.
5 short.
So you get pushed back, not very far, and you don't lose your balance. Like it wasn't a push intended to mess you up or push you off a cliff or anything, just enough to stop your forward momentum.
Gotcha.
And that's it there. She is going to take another step towards you and have her hand out again. Or his. I didn't pick a gender there. The beholder is going to spin around because he wanted to be a carousel when he grew up, and it is Fitz's turn.
After watching Willie and the destruction he's wreaking upon the door and it not moving, I think at this point I've kind of lost faith in my ability to open this door.
The paladin lost faith. That's it. I win.
Wow.
Only in myself, though.
What would your god say?
Should have brought more fire. I have absolutely no idea what to do here. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me just see if I can do this here. I am going to. God damn it, cat! Get down. I am going to cast light. I'm going to cast it on the beholder himself.
Okay.
I don't know that it's going to do any good. but just gonna make it as bright as possible. White light. I'm trying to. Oh, you have to touch something. No, never mind.
Oh yeah.
You could try to sing to it and touch it with your words.
Um. I got nothing.
Okay.
I think I am just gonna take a nap. Try to get a long rest in before I
Pull
get
up a lar, I
chosen.
like it. All right, so you're gonna lay down and start resting.
Yep.
Armonite numero uno. He's gonna step up, and he's gonna try and throw you, Godric. So he's coming up behind you, gonna grab you by the shoulders and try to throw you the direction that he wants you to go. And we're gonna do the contest just like we have been.
Okay.
This dude is completely done with your shit, Godric.
22 to beat.
Oh, 14, damn it.
Doesn't work. So you end up over here, and he walks over and picks you up off the ground and like gives you a shove on the back. Not enough to actually shove you, but to indicate where you need the direction you need to be going.
But he's not going to grapple me.
Not yet,
Okay.
because he used his action to throw you. Armonite 2 comes back from underneath. Dwarf still passed out. Willie.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do my charge attack again. I'm gonna keep trying to get this door down, see if I can do any.
Okay. You don't have to move your character token. Just go ahead and roll it.
It really makes me feel better to do it, though.
Right. And we're... It was the same as last time. Look at you. Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. The ogre has had enough of Yindra's shit and is going to try and throw her.
Here.
Go ahead and make that athletics check. It's an 18 to beat.
Well, slap it down.
No!
So he reaches into the cage, grabs you by your scruff, and hurls you over the beholder to the other side of the room, and then turns around and stomps his way over right next to you. And you are going to be prone on your turn.
Can he at least roll some sort of check to see if he can grab the beholder's eye stalks and pull it with him?
Well,
or use it to arrest his throw?
good ideas.
Yeah.
With that, Godric, it is your turn.
Okay. I'll look at the Armormite and say, I told you I'd go if you kept your hands off me. If this is the way you want me to go, I'll go. And I'll walk my 30 feet this direction.
Okay. And he's got enough. He's going to stick with you there.
Okay.
As you get into that way, he kind of like gestures toward the hallway that the other one just came out of and gives you another nudge on the back. And
All you had to do was point, man. All you had to do was point.
Yindris, it is your turn. You are prone, so it would take half your movement to stand up.
Is he next to me?
Yeah, he's towering over you right now.
Would I be able to still be on my back, but up, like, kick him in the junk.
Let me see
With, like,
if that's plausible.
all my strength. Just, like, kick him.
Large.
I
Yeah.
mean, essentially, it sounds like an unarmed.
Yeah, it's still going to
attack.
be an unarmed attack like you have been. I'm just trying to figure your leg length versus an ogre's junk height.
Yeah.
How
The
tall are
difference
ogres?
is, like, I'm like I feel like I'm taller than the average Dragonborn,
Mhm.
but, like, not that tall.
Well, put it this way: how tall is your character, Yurndris?
Like 8 feet.
Okay, so you're wagering at least 3 or 4 feet worth of leg length. How tall is the ogre?
That's what I'm looking up right now.
They really should have a compendium of monsters' ball height.
Well, I mean, generally speaking, it's about a quarter to a third of a person's height to get to the midsection.
Tall enough to kick his junk. Then I'm gonna sleep him on the leg. I'm gonna, like, grab his ankle.
A standard large creature is approximately 15 feet tall, which would put his
Well,
junk at about head height for a standard 6 foot tall creature.
interesting.
So
we're gonna go.
I'm gonna venture to say on attempting to kick his junk, if that's what you want to do, I will allow it. You'll just roll at disadvantage because you're basically like gonna have to do a handspring to get your foot that high.
We're gonna go with the second option. I'm going to kick him in the Achilles tendon, and and I'm gonna kick him in his leg behind his kneecap. That's what I'm gonna do. Try and knock him to the ground.
All right, go ahead and make your roll.
Take out that kneecap. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, good one.
Yeah, do that. It's the strength roll, right?
Yep. And add your proficiency to that. So +4 is 16. Okay, so that'll hit. It'll do that much damage to him. And his knee's going to buckle, but he's not going to lose his footing or his stance.
He might try to take me all he wants, but I'm not gonna make it easy for him. Little bitch.
With the buckle, his junk came down from like 6 feet to about 5. So he buckled and down about that far. Ogres, I'm just going to relate junk height for everybody from now on. Now that we've determined it. Anything else for your turn, you guys?
No, that's it.
All right.
Only in D&D do we discuss ogre junk height. That's great.
Back over to Miss Holly, still in the cage. Anything you want to do?
I'm gonna do fireball again on that wooden door.
Okay.
All I can do.
Go ahead and roll
Keep
it.
myself entertained. Oh man.
Yeah, your firebolt, it doesn't even leave a singe mark this time.
It's like here.
Um,
With
can
that.
I hate to do this, but I'm going to. She has cast magic twice.
I'm aware. I actually reread through the rules and discovered it's only discretionary to have her roll that when it's a leveled spell.
Oh, okay.
So I decided to ease
Yeah, well,
off on her a little bit because she thinks I'm
okay.
picking on her.
Well, I know, but with the chance of her turning a firebolt into a fireball on that table, I'd want to be using that table.
Okay. I'll do it every once in a while. For the cantrips, I'll do it every once in a while. But for the leveled spells, it'll be every time she'll roll.
Gotcha. Sorry, not trying to pick on you, Miss Holly. I'm just trying to give you a chance.
I know.
You know the only fireball option on the wild magic table is it goes off on her, right?
Yeah, but if she's standing next to the door,
Okay.
I don't
Fuck
just
your health. Take
coming up
out the
with.
door.
She hits us with enough fireballs. She can take one. It's fine.
Fair enough.
It's cool. It's cool.
Cambion's gonna keep down the hallway with the dwarf.
Okay. So maybe not the fireball, but I'm sure there's something on that table that's got to help her though.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, sorry.
Without the solution of me not able to do anything, I'm gonna scream from the top of my lungs as loud as I can. Can anybody hear me? And then now it's my turn.
A moment passes and your voice, your scream echoes back to you. So the Cambion walked with the dwarf a little bit. The beholder turned to take a look at Fitz, who it's Fitz's turn now.
Asleep.
I flip the beholder off and then I yell out, Willie, Willie, he's our man. If he can't do it, fuck.
Alrighty. Anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna fluff my pillow a little bit.
Alrighty. Armonite 1 is working with Godric, so he'll just move with you. Armonite 2,
Okay.
gonna squeeze past them, heading back into the chamber here. Dwarf is somehow still passed out through all of this. Willie.
Well, since Yindra's is still out there struggling, I'm gonna try to ram this door again. It's the best one so far.
You're using your charge, right?
Yep, the little dash attack going in. I'm getting, God, let me out, you monsters! I want to eat you!
No noticeable change in the door. It's every time you hit it, it groans and gives a tiny bit, but it always returns back and looks exactly how it looked before you hit it. Anything else for you?
I don't like it, but that's it.
All right. The ogre is seeing how throwing you is the only thing that works. Yindra's going to attempt to throw you again. So go ahead and make your check. It's going to be a 22
Well,
to beat this
looks like I'm
time.
getting tossed again. Oh my god!
Nat 1. Not only do you remain prone, he gets you way down the hall, follows you most of the way, and you look up and you can see that Armonite, this demented centaur-looking thing, just look down at you and growl. And Godric, it is your turn.
Let's see. There's about 25 foot there. Another 30 to the door. Yes.
Yeah, you get to the stairwell with him, and
Okay. We're just gonna finish the movement out, are we?
yeah, pretty
Okay,
much.
that's fine.
Since you're going quietly. Anything else you wanted to do on your turn?
No, because I told him I'd go if he kept his hands off me, and
Okay.
I mean, I might look at him and give him a stink eye or something like that. But other than that, no, not really.
All right, Yindris, your turn.
Have we gone through?
Coming in a little low there.
Have we gone through a rest of any kind?
So you kind of got like a half short rest.
Okay.
Enough
mind
to let some of your wounds heal a little bit. That was getting some health back.
Okay, cool.
Not enough to regain any abilities or anything, though.
Alright. I am going to stand up. Fucking sick and tired of being thrown. I'm gonna kick the Armonite 2 in the neck.
Okay, so they are. Let me double check this. Yeah.
I'll
So,
do it at a disadvantage. I don't care.
okay. Yeah, it'll be at disadvantage because he's a large creature as well. So his neck is up around like 14 feet in the air. So you'll actually have to jump and kick. So it will be a disadvantage.
I'm already getting tossed around like a madman. It's fine.
That is gonna miss.
Well, shit.
Seeing as you had to jump up to kick, I also need an acrobatics check to see if you land on your feet.
Okay. Well,
You do not. You stand up, try to do like a jumping roundhouse at this thing's neck, spin back around, and just miss your footing and land back prone on the ground.
so sad.
In hindsight, you probably would have been better going for his junk.
Probably.
Well, Centaur junk is in the back, so
Yeah, but
yeah.
Yirndris could have like went around a little bit and.
This is true. This is true. All right, you gonna try anything else, Yindris, or stand back up or anything?
I'm gonna. Oh yeah, no, I can stand. I will stand up and just head my head down in shame for that embarrassing move that just happened, and that will be it.
All right. Miss Holly still in the cage, floor of sand, couple scraps of armor laying around. As you've spent a little bit of time in here now, not much, you notice there's bloodstains in the sand. Like, if you had to guess, somebody was bleeding after a fight and sat down in a corner and just kind of bled for a while.
Great. I'm gonna do fireball again on the door.
Okay, go ahead.
When I look at the stains, like, I'm not dying here.
All right, and roll your damage. Alrighty. It blasts into the door, leaving another scorch mark. That's it.
Maybe I am dying here. And I'll just move into the little corner.
Nothing else for your turn?
Nothing else I can do.
All right. Cambion makes it down the stairs with the dwarf. The beholder continues his watch. Fitz.
I'm snoring.
All right. I like it. Armonite 1 finishes escorting you, Godric, to the same cage that Miss Holly is in. Cracks the door,
Buddy.
pushes you in, shuts the door behind you. As soon as it shuts, you hear it latch.
That wasn't necessary. I would have walked in, you bastard.
Just lets out another and turns and walks away.
Hi, Miss Holly.
Oh, Greg, you're here. Oh, what's going on?
I don't know yet, but we'll find out together, I guess.
So happy to see a friendly face. I was about to go psycho here and lose it.
I wasn't gonna let him take you all by yourself,
Thank
but
you, thank you.
wasn't gonna let him drag me either.
Of course. Someone has to survive. That's it for me.
Same here.
All right. Armonite 2, standing or towering above Yindris, even though you're tall, he is going to let out just this giant roar at you. And I need you to roll me a charisma saving throw. So,
Oh man.
do it again. Okay, so yeah, he lets out this ginormous, you can feel it in your soul roar. You get mildly intimidated off it, like, oh shit. And then he steps to the side and just points at the door that the other two, or the other three, respectively, have gone through. Bear is off the map. Willie, your turn.
Oh, jeez. Really? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna give up with Fitz. Sit on my bed and just
Take a
be
nap, you
sad.
poo.
Be sad about it. Yep.
Alrighty. The ogre is gonna step up and kind of give you a light push on the back, Yindris. How are you gonna respond to that? Because we're really down to the point where it's just you and them, so we'll kind of banter it.
I'm in a predicament right now. I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna size him up by puffing out my chest, and I'm gonna go, fucking touch me again, I dare you.
He leans down with one of his big ass sausage fingers and kind of shoves you a little bit with his, just enough to kind of like rock a shoulder back.
I think he likes you.
Can I take that finger that he touched me with and bite it off?
I don't know about biting it off, considering
But just bite it.
His finger is
Come on,
probably
bite
the
it.
length of your arm and the width of like a small tree.
You know,
you
I don't.
can bite it, absolutely. It'll take more than one bite to bite it off, though.
That's fine. I want to take a good crunch on that.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll. Since he's,
Was it a disadvantage?
I was gonna say at advantage actually, because he's just like, and your face is right there. So go ahead and roll it one more time. Let's see if you crit.
Egg me on, bitch. See what happens.
No crit, so that'd be quick. Oh, what am I doing it there for? So yeah, you bite down, and he lets out an ogre roar. Just, and see, we'd go full circle. Would there be anything else you wanted to do in that scenario?
I'll just do a little smirk and just stare at him.
All right.
That's it.
Right. Miss Holly Godric, anything going on in the cage?
What I just got there. So, but what am I seeing?
Yeah, so the door they brought you into is like a triple wide metal gated door, so very similar to the one that is for your prison cell. It's just 3 times as wide. The left and right walls when you walk in are brick. The in front of you is a similar metal gated door as the one that you just came in through, and then about 5-6 feet beyond that is a big wooden gate, about 15 feet wide, 10 feet tall. You look around, the floor is sand. There's a couple pools of blood, some armor scraps, and Miss Holly, and that's really it.
Okay. Armor scraps, no actual armor.
No.
Okay. Okay. Do I see the scorch marks on the
Yes.
door? Okay. Well, why don't I try and help Miss Holly take this door down? I'm gonna go ahead and do like the rest of the guys are on the doors and try and slam it with my shoulder.
Okay. The one you came in, or the one in front of you? On the other
Which
side.
one's which that you said there's a bigger one on the other side?
So the one you came in it was a tunnel leading to it. The other one
Okay.
has the wooden gate about 6 feet past it.
And the wooden one is the one she's been hitting with the firebolts?
Mm-hmm.
Correct, but
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
you can't get to the wooden door because there's a metal gate in before you get to it.
Oh, okay. So she's been shooting through the metal gate to get to the wooden one?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. Okay. The metal gate, can I tell if it's a drop down, pull up, slide to the left, right? I mean,
It'd open outward from the cage.
okay. So if I put my shoulder into it and I did manage to get it to open, it would open outward?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm going to take my shoulder to that then.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
Strength check. 8.
Okay.
Not very good, but
I mean, it's a gate, so
yeah.
you shoulder into it, and you can hear the metal kind of rattle a little bit. There's no noticeable change to it.
Okay. Looks like we're not going to get out of this very easy. But yeah, that's about. I'm going to say that and stop and ponder what the next move could be.
All right.
And that'll end my turn.
Holly?
I'm gonna firebolt it again because that's the only thing that I can actually do.
Okay. Roll me a straight 20.
Alright.
Okay. Just
Yay.
go ahead and drop the damage for your firebolt. It's a big wooden door. I shouldn't have been having you roll to hit. 6. Okay. You leave another little scorch mark on there. After you slam into the gate and you shoot your firebolt, the Cambion comes up to the door. You can hear it click, cracks it open, kind of tosses the still unconscious dwarf into the corner, shuts and locks the door, grabs a bucket of water, tosses it on the dwarf's face, and he kind of and then the Cambion walks away. With that, it is Armonite 2's turn. And he is going to do this. Yindris, go ahead and give me an athletics check at disadvantage.
Fucking buck.
Okay, so both the ogre and the Armonite pick you up at the same time. The Armonite's like got you around the torso with your arms constrained, and the ogre's holding your feet, walking behind him, and they haul you off and down the stairs and to the cage. And when they get to the cage, the Armonite cracks the door open like he has for all the other three, and they kind of like, and just huck you into this cage and slam the door shut behind you. So you are.
Can I scream out from the cage? It took 2 of you fuckers to put me in here? Y'all are stupid. You guys suck.
Roll intimidation.
Well, shit.
They just keep walking.
Disrespectful. Cool.
All right. So the 4 of you are in the cage now. Before we get into anything you guys may want to discuss in there, Willie and Fitz, are you guys up to anything other than taking naps?
No, I want my long rested spells back.
Okay.
I also want his spells back.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. The 4 of you in the cage, or 3 of you plus an NPC. Any discussion you guys want to have real quick? You've only got like a minute before the next thing's going to happen, but
The dwarf is now awake.
he's waking.
Waking. Okay.
You know that couple of minutes when you wake up from a really bad bender and like you're awake, but you have no idea what's going on, and later in the day, once you've actually woken up, you barely even remember those few minutes.
That's the point where you usually beg for death to take you, right?
Yeah, he's in that kind of mode right now.
Okay. I am proficient in medicine. Can I use that to try and help the dwarf wake up, get to a more conscious
Yeah, go ahead.
state? Okay. Wow. Like, I threw it in the box and it left the box. Okay. 19.
Okay. Describe your medical care.
Okay, so, I mean, obviously we don't have much as far as medicine and bandages and things like that, so, I'm gonna kind of shake him a little bit and, hey, bud, hey, you okay? Are you conscious here? Are you gonna survive?
Yeah,
Kind of.
I'll be fine. Just gotta. Who the fuck am I? Who the fuck are you?
I'm Godric. These are my companions, but we don't know where we are, other than some type of cage, and you got stuck here with us, so I was hoping you could give us some more information.
Last thing I remember, I was drinking. No, I was drunk after a great victory, and then you were here.
Great, so no
Did
helpful
you
information.
kidnap me? Are you gonna do things to me? Because I'm a fighter. I'll fight back. And he drunkenly raises his fists.
Buddy, you're in the wrong cage to be expecting somebody to do something to you here.
There's no such thing as the wrong cage. I'm a cage fighter. This is my house. I don't
I
know
think we
where I
found
am,
Willie's cousin.
but this is
Right?
my house.
What day is it?
It ends with Y.
Oh, okay. At least you didn't
Can I
say
look
Tuesday,
at?
because
Can
if
I
he would have
look
said
at Godric?
if he
Can
would
I
have
just
said
look at?
Tuesday.
I just want to look at Godric and be like, "Get me the fuck out of here."
Vitaly, I want to get out of here too, but those bars ain't budging. That wooden gate ain't burning, and this dwarf ain't talking. So we got to figure out some other way.
We grab the bear, we throw him towards the fucking gate, and see if that opens it.
So, as you all discuss and try to like figure it out, a little Hadizee comes up. For those that don't remember, the Hadizees are the monkey-looking species that you guys have seen around the astral plane. But he comes up with a bunch of stuff in his arms and gets up to the gate and kind of starts putting it all through. A couple pieces of leather or leather-studded armor, respectively, and some weapons. Quarterstaff, mace, a hammer, and I think a sword is what it was. I already put the items on your guys' character sheets and equipped them, so you don't have to worry about that. But you all got either leather or leather-studded armor, whatever's better for your class, as well as a weapon that you have some semblance of proficiency with. I did that much for you. And as soon as he puts it in, he make it good. They don't like it when it's boring, and he turns around and starts running off down the hallway.
We're gonna have to
Well,
fight each other or something.
So I know I put all that equipment on your sheet. I need to know if there's anything you guys don't want. in terms of what I put. So if you go to your inventory tab and you look along the right-hand side, there'll be like an armor symbol showing that it's equipped. If you have something equipped that you don't want, just unequip it. Click it until that circle's empty.
But before anybody answers that question, I'm going to look at the group and say, they've given us something to work with. Do not let it go. So I'm going to start putting the studded leather armor on, and I'm picking that mace up. Now everybody can do whatever they're going to do, but I just wanted to say that before somebody, you know.
I'm not letting go of anything. I'm grabbing the little quarterstaff with me. Like, eh.
Yeah, you should have a quarterstaff and leather armor, if I remember correctly.
And the leather too. Just grabbing it.
Can she use leather armor as a caster?
She should be able to. Oh, I just took that thing off. Hold on.
I
Didn't see anything saying she couldn't.
If they can technically, spellcasters can wear anything, but the armor should have a spell failure percentage chance.
Right.
And basic leather armor, I don't see anything like that.
Yeah, I don't think it's till it gets up to metal armor that you
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah, I don't see anything on there. So, all right, and Yindris, what are you gonna do with the stuff you were given?
I'm gonna I'm gonna pick it up, and I'm just not gonna say anything. The rage inside of me is boiling. So whatever happens is gonna happen.
Okay, so you're just picking it up. You're not putting it on.
I'll put on the armor, and then I'll put the weapon that I don't know what weapon I got, but I'll put the weapon in my hand, and I'm just gonna grip it. I'm gripping it as tight as I can.
What did I give you? I gave you. Hold on. Computer's being laggy tonight. You got a longsword.
Oh.
All right. So you guys spend a couple minutes putting on the armor, and then just kind of hanging out. After a few minutes, you hear the gate on the wooden door side of the cage click open, and that wooden, what you now know is a portcullis, or start lifting up. And it lifts up, and it's a little dark in this cage, so the light from the outside, the natural light, kind of blinds you. But after a moment, it clears, and you can see out across some type of arena. You guys are all off on the right-hand side. I'm putting you on there right now.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. That's what I say out loud.
You look out across the arena, and you can hear chanting and yelling as you look through the stadium. It's all sorts of variety of demons, fiend, a couple of undead scattered throughout, but basically just a big goggly horde of all sorts of evil, dangerous-looking creatures. They're all up in the stands.
I found the blurb in spellcasting that you need to know.
Okay, go ahead.
Because of the mental focus and precision gestures required for spellcasting, you must be proficient with the armor you are wearing to cast a spell. You are otherwise too distracted and physically hampered by your armor for spellcasting. So she has to be proficient with.
And she is not. Okay, so that's a decision you get to make, Holly. If you wear the armor, you will be at disadvantage for casting spells. But if you wear the armor, you'll have a higher armor class. So that's entirely up to you.
No, I want it out. I don't want it.
Okay, I'll unequip it for you. There you go.
Does the crowd cheer as she strips?
Mhm.
Well, she's not stripping. She's just taking off the armor. She's still got her clothes on
Yeah.
underneath. Okay. So are you guys standing there? Are you walking out? What are you doing?
I'm just standing there.
So, do we have people, all these Nebans, weird creatures, are they all around?
Yeah, so they're up in all of the seating around that top rim. So,
And that circle is empty
yeah,
as we
so
speak?
you can see. Come on, let me grab it. So, all of this area here is the actual arena, which is currently empty.
Okay.
There's the brick platforming, which is maybe 2 feet up off the sand. There's the water. And then everything outside of that is the seating. And that's what's filled with the demons, the demonoids, the fiends, some undead, and a variety of creatures that you may or may not know, but I'm not going to get into it because they're just there for ambiance.
You know what I just figured out?
What's that?
What?
This is payback. This is payback for not going to your little arena in the middle of town, isn't it?
I wouldn't say payback.
Uh-huh. Yeah, see?
Oh my god, guys!
See? I knew it!
No, you guys are talking about that. I'm over here laughing because I want you to know I spent like an entire day making that lighthouse you guys didn't go to. So at some point you're just going to be like, oh no, it's the lighthouse. Oh shit. Just know that it's out there lurking.
It do be like that sometimes.
I knew it. Since I walked into arena, I said, yeah, we never went to the arena. Now we gotta go.
You stand there looking out from still within the cage area, and a couple of Cambions come out with spears and start poking you through the cage to get you to exit out into the arena. So you have a choice. You can either stand fast and take damage or walk out into the arena.
I'll walk
Wooden
out into the
spear?
arena. I don't give a shit.
Is it a wooden spear with a little pointy metal tip?
Yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to take a whack at the pole and snap the head of it off.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Let's see, mace +1.
Yeah, that one.
That's 21.
And damage. Okay, yeah. You kind of sidestep as he goes to take a jab and come down with the mace just below the spearhead, and the tip snaps off. The Cambion kind of pulls the stick back for a second and keeps shoving it at you to get you to exit out.
I couldn't hold my ground. I just broke his tip off.
All right, Miss Holly, what are you doing?
Fuck it, the arena.
So with just Godric left, the 4 Cambions standing there all start poking at you. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Give me a second. 1d6. So the 4 Cambions there all start poking at you. The one without the spearhead obviously can't hurt you. The other 3, however, can. 2 of them landed a crit, 1 landed a normal hit, and you take 18 points of damage.
Jesus.
Ugh. Okay.
Your move.
I'm taking another swing at one of those damn poles with a tip on it.
Take a swing.
$21.
And damage. All right, you bust the head
7.
off the second one.
Stop poking me.
Their turn. Two of them obviously can't do anything to you. These two, however, are gonna get after you. You take another 4 damage.
Huh? Take another swing at another spear.
Before you can get the swing off, they retract their spears, and 3 of them walk down the hallway. The 4th one goes, "You should really just walk out there. You're not gonna like what comes next." And he turns to go back down the hallway as well.
Yeah, I'm just going to stand here
A couple
and keep an
moments
eye on.
later, you start hearing a loud growl coming from the hallway.
Ooh, tell me it's Armamite #1, please. That's my friend.
Not gonna be in a second. But yeah, you're pretty right. One of the both of the Armanites actually. I just need somewhere to put them because this might get ugly here in a second.
I'll just put him on the edge of the map, yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what I did. Both of them come back. This time they are both wielding lances. And these lances crackle with what you recognize as electric energy. And they come up to the cage and snarl, and the Cambion steps out from behind one of them and should really just walk out into the arena.
Dishonorable demons. Bastards need to go to hell. And I'll take a step back with the rest of the group.
Thank you for cooperating, the Cambion says. And about as quick as you walk out, the portcullis drops, and it takes about 5 seconds for it to get down to the ground. Now that you're all present and accounted for, the audience gets kind of... Oh, I'm sorry, before we go any further, Fitz, Willie, anything other than getting that long rest in?
Just watching
no.
the arena.
All
Wait,
right.
we can watch the arena?
Yeah, we get a skybox.
Yeah, I shared it with you. There you go. Shared it again.
Oh, I thought you meant our characters.
No, not your characters.
Oh, yeah, nope, just napping.
All right. So back to the arena. Now that you're all out there, the crowd in the audience kind of gets quiet for a second, seemingly in anticipation. And the big circle in the center... Oh, that's way too big. This part right here lowers down to create a hole, and not even a minute later comes back up. And on top of it is this giant snake-looking thing.
Oh,
She looks cute.
I don't like that. That's the thing that haunts me in my dreams.
And as soon as it comes up, it looks around and finally sees you guys. Keep in mind, this bricked area is only maybe like 1.5 feet up off the ground, like just barely up to your knee. So it looks around and finally sees you, and as soon as it does, lets out a blood-curdling hiss and I need all of you to roll an initiative for me. Give me just 1 second, just adjusting some things for the stream here real quick. There we go. Fitz and Willie, if at any time there's anything you guys want to do other than long rest, let me know, and we will jump over to you real quick. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep with this encounter. Okay.
You let me know when we have my spells back.
Well, it's 8 hours for a long rest. They've been gone maybe 5 minutes, 10. So you got some time.
Okay. So I'm gonna flip over, get more comfortable, maybe fart.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so looks like the Naga gets to go first. And let me check range real quick. Keep it. He kind of does a little spell motion thing, and you can see he starts to glow a little bit. Godric, you recognize this glow as a shield of faith. And that is his turn. Let me do that to make things easier. Miss Holly, you are up.
I'm gonna firebolt this thing.
Firebolt?
Yes.
Okay. Drop it on him. Or was that your D20?
That was my D20.
Gotcha. All right. 18 is going to miss. You only need to roll the D20 if I ask for it. For cantrips. For leveled spells, every time. Cantrips, only if I ask. But that's going to miss. Anything else for your turn?
No.
All right. Fitz rolls over and farts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming Willie does the same. Godric.
Okay, so the Guardian Naga has a shield of faith on it?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm definitely going to announce to the group that this Naga has... Guardian has some type of shield on... well, I mean, explain what it is to him, everybody.
So Shield of Faith just gives him a bonus to his armor class, basically.
Okay,
So,
but he's got a glow to him?
Yeah, it's just a little glow, a little radiance,
well,
basically.
Yeah. Well, Shield of Faith is generally based on some type of holiness of some sorts, which is why I am all kinds of like pondering confused.
You think evil deities don't have god or have priests?
Oh, yeah, I guess you got a point. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, I guess I'm thinking one-sided here. So, but anyway, so yeah, I'll announce that there's definitely some type of shield on this thing. So be wary. So, honestly, I have no intentions of really doing anything. I'm just going to sit here, prepare a mace strike if something goes to attack me, and wait.
All right.
So I have no intentions of doing anything that I don't have to do.
All right. We come over to good old Bear, and he kind of looks sideways at you guys and goes, "I don't care how drunk I am. This is my shit." And goes charging at this thing. I'll give him a double.
Well, that's not a good idea.
He gets up to right there. Yindris, your turn.
Okay. 1 second. I gotta. I'm doing some calculations.
Okay.
I am going to move to right here. And then I gotta. Perfect. Okay, he's in my range. So I am going to cast Acid Splash upon him.
Okay.
Upon the Naga.
Do you need me to drop that for you?
Hold on.
You get it.
Why do I get... I got it.
Okay. Roll.
I did the wrong thing. It's fine.
He succeeds on his save.
Well,
So no damage there. Anything else for your turn?
no, that'll be it.
All right. Back up top to the Naga. Sees this dwarf running at him. Gonna hawk a loogie at him. And he's gonna hit. Oh, come on. He fails. Bear takes a shit ton of poison damage. And that is its turn. Miss Holly.
Fireball.
Go ahead. It's gonna
Damn it.
miss. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna move right here next to Godric. Like, dude, what's happening right now? What's happening? That's it.
As the fight has commenced, the stadium begins uproaring and cheering and chanting and just having a good old time. Fitz and Willie still snoring away. Godric.
I am literally sticking with the last game plan.
All right. Bear now up next to this thing. Takes a swing with this warhammer. Misses. Yindris, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Acid Splash again.
Okay. He succeeds.
Shit, bro. Okay, that's it.
All right. right, we are back around to the Naga. And he's going to take a bite at Bear. Missing. Miss Holly.
Firebolt.
That'll hit.
Yay.
$10 damage. And he retains his concentration. Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
All right, Godric, same plan, or you got something else?
Yep. Nope.
All right.
I'm not giving these people any more than I have to.
Fair enough. Bear takes another swing with his hammer, missing. Yindris.
I am casting it again.
All right, he succeeds again.
You sack of ass. Okay, that's it.
All right, the Naga. Keep seeing these acid splashes coming at him. Hawks out a flaming loogie this time at you, Yindris.
Oh, lovely.
And you fail your save. So you take a healthy combination of fire and radiant damage, totaling out to 36.
Owie. Owie.
Miss Holly.
Firebolt.
Hit. $19 points of damage. And as your fireball collides into it, you can see that glimmering shield that it was covered in disappear.
Yay.
All right. Fitz and Willie still taking a nap. Godric.
No changes.
No changes. Bear takes a swing with his hammer. Hitting. Doing some max damage with his warhammer there. And Yindris, go ahead.
I'm
Does
casting
his
acid
shit.
splash again. I swear to God.
Yeah, he succeeds.
I'm losing it. That's it with my turn.
I mean, to be fair, you're throwing acid at something that's done nothing but spit poison.
I'm aware.
So, he's gonna reach down and take a bite out of Bear again. Try to. Critically miss. So Bear is gonna get slap back. Critically missing as well. Miss Holly.
Firebolt. Oh my fucking god.
I'm gonna say on a nat 1 to hit with a cantrip, definitely roll a straight d20 and see if your wild magic goes off.
Yeah. Any minute. Why is it not rolling?
There you go. 10. All right, so you're safe there. Still no changes from Godric. Bear's gonna swing again with his hammer.
Just assume I'm a statue at this point.
All right. He lands a critical hit. So on that one, Yindris.
I'm gonna change it up and I am gonna cast Toll of the Dead because I want to.
Okay. Succeeds against that.
You know, I don't know why I try to use spells. Poor guy. That's it.
That's it. Alright. He is going to cast another spell on Bear. And as he does so, you can see Bear just kind of fade out of existence, which you all recognize as a banishment. And then he's going to come forward. 10, 15,
Oh
20,
God.
30 to right there. And with that, Miss Holly.
Firebolt.
Hits. 7 damage. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright. Fitz and Willie chilling in the cage. Godric hanging out in the background. Bear is banished. Yindris.
Okay, I'm gonna use blindness and deafness on him since he's now in range. Thank you, sir, for doing that for me. Preach. Oh, well, that's
Give
lovely.
me 1 second before you. Hold on. Okay, now go ahead. Sorry. Or did you already do it?
I already did it, but it failed anyway, so it's whatever.
Okay, yeah, he succeeded his check. Sorry, I gotta do math real quick. Okay. He closes that last gap and goes to take a bite out of you, Miss Yindris. And he crits. Some piercing damage for you.
Okay,
And let's check to see if you get the second half of that. You succeed. So you are not going to take any poison damage there.
Oh, thank goodness.
Miss Holly.
Firebolt.
Hit. 7 damage. Succeeds his concentration check. Anything else for you?
Yeah, I want to move right here.
Alright. That it?
Yep.
Fitz and Willie sleeping in the cage. Godric, you doing anything new now that he's moved, or?
Nope.
Okay. Yindris, back to you.
I'm gonna use a superior healing potion so I don't die.
That'll be your action for the turn. Go ahead and.
That's fine. That is fine. How do I? Hold on.
So kind of like with the spell. Oh no, I'm sorry. You can't use a superior healing potion. All of your equipment got taken away from you.
Son of a bitch! I'm like, okay, alright. You know, I would strike him down with the, what is it called? The longsword, but I do not seem to have that.
Give me 1 second. Did I forget to add it as an action? No, it's on there. It's underneath your hand axe of warning. And above the vicious javelin.
I only see 2 hand axes of warnings.
It's definitely there. Hold on a second. I'll add it one more time. What about now?
Nope.
Okay. You're going to swing with the longsword, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll drop it for you.
Thank you. Oh my god.
With a miss. But
Well,
you get 2 attacks, don't you?
yes.
Yes, you do. second one is going to
Oh
miss
my
as well.
god. What is wrong with my dude today? I guess being thrown around that much really knocked my brain around.
Do have your action surge and your luck points if you want to burn any of those.
I will burn a luck point.
Okay, so that'll get you a reroll on one of those. Which will hit.
Yay.
I did something.
Go quick 7 damage. Still holding on to his concentration. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it.
All right, he's got another bite coming at you.
Yeah.
Automatic miss, so you get a swing at him. Do you want to use your longsword again?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, now it's not on there. What the hell? That's a miss. All right, Miss Holly.
Firebolt. So close.
Misses. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Yindris, it's you again.
Okay. I'm gonna. I'm gonna try and use the blindness and deafness again. We'll see how that goes.
Okay. He fails. So he is going to be blind. Is it both or is it one or the other?
It's one or the other.
Okay, so which one do you want on him?
The blinded.
All right, he is blinded. Anything else for your turn?
No.
Back around to him. He's going to try and bite you. And he is going to hit. Just barely clips you. You do fail, so you are going to take poison damage.
Oh, that's fun.
Not a measly amount of it either. Enough to put you down.
Oh, well.
Miss Holly.
Firebolt.
Crit?
Whoop whoop.
.20 there. He manages to hold his concentration still. Nice round. Anything for you this round, Godric?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
All right.
it's your turn.
First and foremost, can I move 30 feet next to Yirndris?
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't sure if that wall was tall enough for me to step up or not.
It's only like a foot and a half, so you just got to step up it. It doesn't
Okay.
even cost extra movement.
Bonus action healing word for Yirndris.
I thought you didn't have any spell slots left.
I got one. One level 1. That's all I
Oh,
got.
you said you used your last level 2. That's right. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Alright. So
Build
that'll
you
keep
back from the brink of
Yirndris.
death.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's a bonus action. So
Right.
my action will be to hit the Guardian Naga
All right.
with my mace.
22 will hit. Seven damage. loses his concentration, and you can see Bear pop back into existence where he previously was standing. Anything else for your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna scream out, whoever's in charge here can kiss my ass.
I want to speak to your manager.
And that's it.
All right, Bear popping back into existence, closes the 30-foot gap, takes a swing with his hammer at advantage because of flanking. Oh, he's blind too, so he would have gotten advantage either way. Hits. Max damage for 11. Yindris, your turn. You are currently prone.
Okay. I will stand up.
You are standing.
Okay, cool. And then I will cast. Can I will cast Toll of the Dead upon the Naga.
Okay. He succeeds
Damn
his
it.
check.
Well, I tried.
Alrighty. Up to his turn. He is not happy about getting hit from multiple directions. Going to lash backwards. And misses. Miss Holly.
Firebolt.
Critical hit again.
Damn. MVP over here.
Trying.
15 damage there. Anything else for your turn?
Still alive.
Barely.
That's it for me.
Alright, Godric, over to you.
Alright, you know, I didn't use it the last time, but I am going to use it this time. So, we're going to mace the Guardian Naga.
15
And I
is
missed.
going to miss.
Okay. Well, at least I dropped a fumble, that's right.
Oh, yep, that was at advantage. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so, yeah, that'll be my turn, I guess.
Alright.
Because I missed.
Bear takes a swing with his hammer. Hitting. Slams his hammer down into the top of its head as it went to bite him. And you hear this loud crunch, like the sound of a bone snapping. And the Naga just collapses to the ground, lifeless. The crowd is going wild, screams and roars and chanting, and you can hear a good section kind of spread out booing at the fact that you guys lived and Naga didn't, but generally they're all just excited to watch things kill each other. And almost as quick as the fight ends, a horde of fiends swarm the arena. A combination of imps, Enries, Cambions, basically any winged fiend you can think of. There's probably 40 or 50 of them. All come down and with their weapons start herding you back towards the gate that you came through to enter the arena.
I'm gonna go.
Yep, I'm just gonna obey their wishes.
All right.
I'm gonna go, but while I'm walking, I'm just flicking off everybody. Kind of like I'm moving.
So they, corral you back in. A good 15 of them following you in and stripping the weapons from you as you're getting back into the cage. Is anybody going to resist them taking the weapons from you?
I'm not in a position to do so, so no.
Yeah, I don't care. It's fine. No, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I drop it.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are all disarmed in the cages. Is anybody going to resist being escorted back to your original prison cell?
No.
Nope.
No.
Okay, we'll make that easy then. Put you back on the original map. And here it is. All right, so you all get escorted back to the main prison area. As the three of you enter, you can hear snores and the occasional toot coming from Fitz's and Willie's cell. The beholder is still there doing his thing. And yeah.
Once we get back into the cages, gonna yell at Willie and Fitz. Willie, Fitz, guys, we're apparently part of some type of battle arena, guys.
Give me either persuasion or intimidation just to see if you wake him up. Or just a straight charisma roll, even.
Okay, we'll try
Just
straight charisma.
something
Yeah.
to see how loud you are there.
Nat 20?
That'll do
Nice.
it. Your shouting is enough to rouse them. Willie and Fitz, you guys are awoken.
I'm gonna get up, walk over to the cell door here, and kind of bang on it. Look at the beholder on it, and be like, "Hey, I'm getting hungry. Why don't you come over here?"
Just kind of eyes you and then turns a little more.
Terrible service. You said it's a battle arena?
Yeah, they just put us out into the middle of an arena where we had to fight a Naga, guys. So we're apparently fighters now in their little game.
Or Friday's night's entertainment.
And if
Apparently.
you can, yeah, I was gonna say, if you can see me, you can see the disgust on my face.
I mean, Willie's kind of relieved. I mean, that's like personally, he's kind of battle ready. Yeah. Well, we're definitely gonna have to get out of here somehow. These doors are pretty solid. Do I know what this beholder is? It's Willie savvy on that information.
Give me a nature check. See if you know what a beholder is.
Not the best numbers I've ever seen.
You think this is the exact same thing as the zombie beholder that you all fought on the Nautiloid ship? You think it's exactly the same?
Yeah, I'm like, we need to formulate a plan to get out of here. This stupid eyeball isn't gonna say anything. It's dumb as shit. Fucking look at it. It didn't even give me food.
I have an idea. First, we got to get this beholder out of here.
As you say, I have an idea, we need to get the beholder out of here. The Hadazi that brought you guys the equipment earlier comes in with a little cart and slides a little tray underneath each of the prison doors. But as he goes past Godric's, Holly's, Yindris's, and Bear's, he goes, "The winners do get a little extra," and continues around the room. Willie, give me either insight or history. Take your pick.
Rolls. Hey, I know some stuff, folks.
You recognize this Hadazi. She was, or is, a orphan who spent a lot of time kind of like following and hanging around the guard with interest of joining. She just wasn't old enough. You don't remember her name, though.
I just feel like, it seems it's quite a change of venue from wanting to work as a guard. I see.
Being a slave isn't much of a change of venue as far as decisions go. But if they catch me talking to you, I'll be beaten again. I'm sorry.
I was kind of nod and just be like, yeah, give her the move on along then.
She continues on around the room and then disappears off down the hallway with her little cart. The plates of food that they gave you, it doesn't look very appetizing. Anybody who wants,
Willie disagrees with you on that.
anybody who feels the need to make a survival check to determine the quality of the food may do so. But it's some sort of like kind of resembles an ever stew, just like this lumpy gravy mass and a piece of bread. Oh, Holly, that food looks fucking amazing. That is the best looking meal you have seen in weeks. Easily.
I'm not
I'm gonna
touching
eat
it.
mine.
I'm gonna buy it. I'll take it
Hallie's going on that it's too good to be true.
I'm not
I
touching
need
this shit. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Godric,
probably thinking the
he
same thing.
thinks it looks a little fishy, but food is food. You're
Now,
basically made of
mind
rock,
you,
so
yeah, but just mind you that everything in the astral planes that I've always questioned. Period.
Well, obviously not enough. You've ended up as some sort of slave here.
No, I meant when it comes to the food here in the
Yeah.
astral planes, I'm always
Oh
leery.
yeah.
Remember the fish hole incident? Yeah, no. No, man. It's astral plane food. I'm not from the astral plane.
Yeah.
I
I'm
question
gonna
the.
say out loud. Who wants it? You want my plate, Willie? Cause I ain't eating this.
Are we
I would
alone
certainly eat
again?
the beholder is still in the room, but otherwise, yes.
Okay, good. So that beholder can only look one way, right, guys?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he does have multiple eyes on stalks that can swivel independently from its body.
Yeah. Well,
But the
I
main
mean-
gaze, yeah.
I'm gonna say, yeah, he can definitely only look one direction. Stupid as shit. I could probably
No.
make a spear out of my bed and just throw it at him through the crack in this door because he's such a stupid piece of shit.
Well, I am more interested in the fact that while we were out in the arena, Yerndris over there was casting Toll of the Dead. That's a damaging spell that I know as well. If this thing ain't watching in the direction of somebody casting it, I say we start casting when it ain't watching and we try and take this thing out.
Wait,
So-
does anybody know knock? Can you just unlock these doors?
I'm a holy man. I don't know anything about knocking on doors.
I have magic of my own.
Hmm.
The magic of violence.
I'm gonna start doing a firebolt at it and see if that does something to it. Since it's the only thing I can actually do.
At the beholder.
Yup.
Okay. Roll to see if you hit it.
$19.
Yeah, you didn't drop it on. Hold on. Okay. You're going to hit it. Go ahead and roll damage. 16.
As it hits, I'm gonna laugh and be like, "Ha ha! Yeah, Cookie's stupid ass."
She dropped it, but I don't think it went on him.
Oh, it didn't.
Yeah, I dropped it, but then going.
There you go. It's on him. Give me 1 second here. Right. 3 of the eye stalks, knowing which direction that firebolt just came from, slap back and launch beams at you. We're going to play the high or low game. High's a hit, low's a miss. First one's going to hit.
Low.
No, high hits, low misses. First one hits. Second one hits.
Right.
And third one hits.
Fun.
Two. Failed your saves for the first 2. And 1 more. Okay. Perfect. So the first beam hits you, and you just instantly become charmed to this beholder. Like, man, those eye stalks, that big gazer you got. Mm. And when the second one gets at you, you realize you can't move your body. You are paralyzed and charmed to the beholder. The paralyzation will only last for a minute. The charm is going to last for the next hour.
Best day of my life.
Hey, it could have been a death ray, so
Being charmed at this disgusting thing. Best day of my life.
you don't think it's disgusting. You think it's not too shabby.
That's a good thing. I'm gonna use my lady things to maybe make him do stuff. We'll get to that later. Anyway.
And it, of course, then turns around to actually look at you.
Hi, honey. Looking great.
It just kind of stares at you.
Can you let us out? I'll give you a big smooch.
It doesn't respond.
Don't be shy.
Yeah, there's no response coming from that thing.
Not even
Am I-
moving his little eyes, nothing.
Just
Am I
kinda
with it?
stares at you. What's up,
Where's
Doc?
its cone?
Not on you.
That's what I thought.
Give me a second. It's right there right now.
Okay. When I can, I want to cast Toll the Dead.
I can do it right now. Nothing happens.
Okay. If it ain't looking at you guys, take a chance. Gotta get this thing out of here.
I will cast Toll of the Dead.
Go ahead and roll it. Nothing happens.
Oh, so close. So damn close.
as he feels these spells kind of go off, he starts kind of doing a sweeping scan like this. So from the time he goes from here to here is 6 seconds. At this point, if you guys are going to keep swinging, we're going to roll initiative.
Yeah, that's my intention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going to roll initiative then. Everybody roll initiative. All right. Looks like we are missing Willie. There it is. All right. Top of the order, Godric.
All right. Can I cast it again?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. He failed,
Drop
and he's
some damage.
did he
is
take
hurt.
damage?
He is hurt,
Okay.
so he'll take the D12.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
So your bell goes off and
Yeah.
Anything
Point my
else?
finger at him. You need to go to hell, and then bells, and yeah, and then I after that goes off, I'm going to shift to the side of my cage.
Okay.
Because that looks like a little wall right there. So I'm not giving him full shot, straight shot at me.
The after the Hadizee left, she shut that door behind her. And that's a solid wooden door, so you guys aren't able to see out into the hallway currently. That's why I'm closing all that off.
Okay.
All right, moving over a little bit. Willie.
So Willie kind of has this like half realization of stuff. He's barbarian, but he knows some things. So as I see them attacking this thing, I'm gonna be like thinking about what Hadizee had told me about being a slave here. And I was just making the assumption that they were a piece of shit. I'm gonna say something along the lines of, this creature might also be enchanted by whatever is holding us here. And if we find a way to free it, we might be able to have it free us in turn. That's it. That's all I'll say. That's my turn. That's it. That's all I got.
It is the Beholder's turn. Gonna shift his gaze up here to Miss Holly. And that's it. Bear, knowing he's kind of useless, just goes and lays in bed. He doesn't want anything to do with your guys' fuckery.
Can't be that way, Bear.
Fitz.
Can I throw my empty food plate through the bars and try to hit him?
Yeah, it'll improvised range, so it'll be the same thing like what we were doing with the unarmed strikes, just with dexterity instead of strength. So you roll a dex, and don't know if you'll get to add your proficiency bonus to it. Oh, 19's going to hit either way.
Yeah, I don't really think it's going to matter.
So, let's see.
Figure I'll just draw his attention over to me so that way people can hit him with spells.
Go ahead and just roll a straight d4 for me.
And he could add his strength to it. He is chucking it after all, right?
You did 8 damage to it, so that's not bad. Like hit with the corner of the tray. Kind of dented in the back of his head a little bit.
It was like ultimate frisbee championships for
There you go.
Nice.
Anything else for your turn?
I'm just gonna make kind of an offhanded comment about fucking cowardly dwarves. And that'll be it.
Miss Holly, it is your turn. You are in the anti-magic cone, so no spells.
Just gonna look at it. Just let us out. That's it.
She's still in love with it right now, isn't she?
Yep, you are charmed by it still. 1 hour.
That's why I smile at it.
So
Please let us
that's
out.
60 rounds of combat you'll be charmed for it.
So for 60 rounds, she's going to be going, come on, sweetheart.
Hey,
Come give me a hug.
Just out. And I do like a little dance. A little bar.
She would agree with me then that it might be enchanted. She's like, "Oh yes, Beholder would never do a bad thing."
You want a campfire and chill?
Alright. On to Yindris's turn.
I'm gonna cast Call of the Dead.
Alright.
Let me the button. Hold on. My mouse is being whack. Hold up.
So good. Succeed.
Oh.
Nothing there.
Duh. Ridiculous.
Just not a good night for you in spells today.
No, it's really. I got thrown around too much. My poor brain.
Anything else for your turn?
No.
Alright. Back up to you, Godric.
Okay, so I'm not going to bother moving. We're just going to picture this in my head, okay?
Okay.
I want to move back to the gate so I get a clear shot, and then when I'm done, I'm going to move back to where I am. So I'm just going to cast from where I'm at, if that's okay.
Yeah, just cast for where you are. We'll
Yeah.
theater of the mind stepping out and all that.
Yeah. Oof. Okay,
Succeeds.
he succeeded. So, yeah, nothing. Alright. And then I move back, and then that's it.
Alright, Willie, you're up.
So, I have a lot of options here.
Having a hard time understanding you.
Yeah, no, sorry, mumbling, trying to figure out what I'm doing here. I'm going to use intimidation on this beholder. I'm going to be like, if they have you under an enchantment creature, you should fight it, or we're going to have to kill you, I guess.
So you say that to him. What language do you say it in? Common. Okay.
Yeah.
So you shout that out. Are you going to do anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay. So you shout at it in a, what I'm assuming is a loud, boisterous voice, and he turns and looks at you and just lets out this guttural, like you can tell he's saying something, you just don't understand what. And I put what he said in the box, and it doesn't look like anybody speaks that language, so that's is what it is.
Well, damn.
And that is also the beholder's turn. We are back around to Fitz.
I think I've ran out of things to throw at him.
When was the last time you had to take a dump?
I was just thinking the bucket.
The bucket, yeah.
I assumed the bucket was too big to go through the bars, but if it can, then let's throw
No,
the shit.
no. In our Wednesday game, we had a guy take a bucket full of feces and smeared himself with it.
Our half-elf bard stripped down to nothing, covered himself in feces, and used that as a distraction to get the guards to open the gate. And then chaos ensued. As
Gotta
gross
love
as
being
it
a
was,
bard.
it totally fit character for the way he played it.
They had troubles holding on to him because he was slippery.
This is true.
I'd have let him go. I'm not gonna lie. Just be like, nope, you win.
All right, Fitz, you got anything for me?
I really don't, because I mean, there's just the bucket and the bed in here, right?
Yep.
Those tables aren't in there?
No.
I see tables.
No
Oh,
tables,
okay.
no floor mats, just the bucket and the bed.
Okay. A wooden bed?
Yes.
Huh. Bed frames, they can turn into poles. I'm just saying.
I guess I'm gonna go back to bed. I am absolutely useless at this point.
Back to snoring. All right. Miss Holly.
What is the beholder's love language?
Give me
Physical
a nature
touch
check.
and acts of service.
The what?
Nature.
Nature?
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna suck.
So, you want good news or bad news?
Me or Holly?
I don't know. Either one of you, depending on how she feels about this beholder. I'm reading about beholder shit. It says that its anti-magic eye ray cancels out its own eye ray effect. So if you're charmed and then it looks at you, you're not charmed.
I did read that.
I found that and then I forgot what I was trying to actually.
I'm just trying to get
See,
enough of.
when I read it, I was imagining like the enervation ray or the disintegration ray, things that launch, thinking that if the cone's facing that direction when it happens. I don't have a whole lot of experience with beholders.
Mm.
Would the anti-magic cone negate effects previously caused by one of the eye stalks?
Yeah, because it's still a magical effect. It's
Okay.
not necessarily differentiated.
No, thanks for pointing that out. I didn't even consider that, to be honest with you. I was having too much fun watching Pam struggle to be charmed by this hideous creature. But your nature check, you don't know a whole lot about beholders. You know that they either speak deep speech or undercommon, and assume that they would like strong eye contact during conversation.
Okay, so I'm just gonna try to stare at him.
Bet your eyes.
To
Bet your
draw
eyes.
his attention so Yendris can try to do something at it on her turn while he's focused on me.
Okay. So you're just like up at the gate, like.
I'm over there like.
Okay. You're not charmed anymore, just for the record.
But I'm pretending that I am to still try to get his attention.
Okay, fair enough. Anything else for your turn?
No, just staring at him like a creep.
All right, Yindris, go ahead.
Okay. I am gonna cast Toll of the Dead for funsies. Oh
Seems
no!
often
I
happens.
just need to stop trying at this point, guys.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna look at the beholder and I'm gonna go. If women don't suit your fancy, how about this stud right here? And I'm gonna gesture to my body up and down.
Give me persuasion.
Okay,
Why not?
fun. The one time I roll, what the hell?
Nat 20?
That's
The one time.
a nat 20, definitely. Do you want to do anything else?
No.
Godric, go ahead.
I'm gonna keep going. Like, if it ain't looking at me, it's getting told dead. Oof.
Nothing.
Okay. And then I'm gonna, shift out to do it and then shift back in and
All right. Willie, you're up. You mumbling again?
No, I don't know. I'm not really sure what to do here. I guess I'm going to. I'll try to intimidate it again. I'll be like, open these doors. All you have to do is open the doors, and I'll spare you. And if you're lucky, you'll be free of your master.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your intimidation check.
So sad that I missed the box. That was a good roll. Stupid box. Haha, the same roll. Came back again. Destiny.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
That's it.
The Beholder. You, following Yindris's hey, how about this? And Willie's, get over here. Its gaze kind of starts shooting back and forth. And he actually moves a little closer. It's like, you guys are kind of interesting.
Who would have guessed?
And he's going to say something again. Not in the deep guttural language he did before. He's going to use it's in a different language. And that is his turn. Fitz. Still sleeping?
Yep. I need spell slots.
Fair enough. Holly.
Decisions. I'm gonna try Firebolt on him again.
Okay. Roll me a straight d20 first.
Of course.
It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your firebolt. That is going to miss him completely and slam into the wall just outside of Fitz's cell.
Sorry, buddy.
Anything else for your turn?
No.
Yindris.
Okay. I'm gonna
He-
continue trying to seduce my mans.
He is still like, so you don't have a second to get off a spell if that's what you were gonna try.
I don't want to get off the spell. I'm trying to seduce my man.
Okay.
I'm sitting at the cage like, come to Papa. Come over here. I'm more interesting and I'm still doing my weird body dances.
Okay. Go ahead and roll persuasion.
I have seen way too much anime for this conversation.
Okay. Anything else for your go,
No.
Godric?
You know what? I am actually going to, seeing that this thing is interested in Yirndris and Willie. Can I try and persuade it to like go towards one of them? Like, can I try and tell it, yeah, they're your friends. Go help your friends.
We're already down this road, so yeah, go for it.
Well, I mean,
Or
it
the
seems to
girl
be
beholder.
it seems to be working. So I mean, I might as well. You know, my persuasion ain't that great, but
I thought you were gonna strip for a moment, and then he was gonna be like on the side on who he likes the most, and then eventually like everybody, and then just let everybody out because he likes us.
Okay, so what do you say to the beholder?
I say, that's right, buddy. Go to your friend. Go help your friend.
All right, Willie.
We hope I was unmuted. Okay. Well. I'm just gonna say what I said again. I have to be like, I just need to unlock the door.
What you said was cutting out there, but that is gonna critically fail.
Well, I stuttered when I said it, so I'm just like, I need to come over here and get the door, I guess.
You haven't had water in a while. Your voice was a little crackly, and
I cracked like I was going through puberty. I'm like,
yeah. So as you say, you're all saying these things pretty much simultaneously. Yindris is like, "Come on, you know you want this," and Godric's like, "Yeah, it's your friend," and Willie's like, The beholder kind of like glances at Willie for a second, like, and comes on over here to Yindris's door.
Yes!
Fitz, what are you up to this round?
Wait, nobody told me this was a man whore contest. I'd have been all in this. Damn it, missed my time to shine. You go, Yendris. You go. And I guess now I'm just gonna watch this because it's kind of like a train wreck. You want to look away, but you can't.
Can I out of combat blurt something out here for you, Fitz? You can hop in and try and persuade it to go see Yirndris.
I was actually going to tell you to give me just a straight charisma check.
You try and talk it into going.
What that's for is your go, Yindris, go, and if you beat the DC on the check, which isn't too hard, and you get a +5 to that, so that is more than enough. Yindris, you are going to get advantage on your next persuasion roll, if that's what you're going to do.
Let's go!
Anything else for you there, Fitz?
I have no popcorn, so no, I'll just have to stand here.
Holly. Miss Holly, I apologize.
I'm just gonna look at Andres like, keep doing what you're doing, man. And I'm gonna try to also push little Beholder like, go. She's your new best friend. We're not trying to hurt you. She loves you.
Roll a persuasion check.
Can't believe we got to this point here in the cells. I
I,
swear.
I didn't even think about it going this direction.
The things we
This
do.
ties in with my backstory, guys. Don't worry
You
about
know,
it.
oh my fucking god with the one.
Hey, better there than on the wild magic.
I swear.
Yindris.
Okay, I'm going to seductively put out my hand, like I'm gonna slip my hand out into the bar and do the weird finger, like come here motion.
Like the... Or...
Yeah, like that.
Okay. Are you gonna, like, stay there and do it, or walk backwards while you do it?
I didn't think about that. I'm gonna walk backwards and do it. Make it more enticing.
Okay. Put yourself wherever you want to be.
I'm gonna back up, like right, not too far back, but just like back far enough to where he's enticed to come closer.
Lay sexy in the bed.
Roll persuasion at advantage.
Oh well,
That's a little
that one's
rough.
sad. That one's a little sad.
But we couldn't have timed it better. It is 12:02, and that is the top of the order, so we are going to stop there for the night.
Oh.
Can I at least shift to the doorway of my cage?
Oh, I
there,
figured
please?
you were still there so you could watch the show.
Yeah. Like, okay, so we're done. But I just want to notate that my original game plan was to kill the thing, but once I saw the persuasions actually started working, that's when I shifted gears and said, "Screw it, it's working better than killing it." So,
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with it. I mean, who knows? Maybe episode 21 is going to be Yindris figuring out how to make sweet, sweet love to a beholder. We'll find out.
Aw.
We will find out.
Oh, no.
Thanks anybody who
so
came to watch the stream.
sister.
Thank you anybody who watches the stream after the fact. Super duper appreciate it. If you haven't yet, please drop that subscribe. I'm one away from my current goal, and then a new goal will pop up. It doesn't cost anything to just hit subscribe. And that I appreciate all of you. I appreciate you guys for being here to play, and I will see you all next week. Don't forget to tune into DMDBI's stream on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. now instead of 8, and his Sunday game at, is it 9 o'clock as well? Sundays?
yep.
Yes.
Yep, 9 as well. So 9 Wednesdays, Sundays over there, and 9 o'clock here. And we'll see you all next week. Bye.